Good evening. Win-Win Theory book chapter number 4 episode 100. Author and YouTuber Ahmed Gaber Abdelhamid. Sorry, episode 99. Episode 99. 99, 100, episode 100. By mistake, 100. 4C3. How can the coach create the field of confusing between the benefits versus losses to push them choose the new subconscious and change them behavior? We still going on the stages, the 6 milestones, which the coach pass with the prisoners through these 6 milestones. Installation program for subconscious, new subconscious theory program to install the new subconscious theory win-win. Today, the milestone is how can the coach create the field of confusing between the benefits versus losses to push them to choose the new subconscious and change them behavior. We will divide this milestone to 2 halves. 2 points, A and B. Create the field of confusing between the benefits versus losses. A. The coach continued his talking to the Irish guy. Because yesterday the coach told the Irish guy that he is made the bad crime in the group, because he made it organized crime. So he continued the conversation with the Irish guy. Now, after you killed the security, you won the money, coach said to the Irishman. But the police stopped you at the borders. Then they took the money and put you in the prison. You lost everything. The Irish guy replied to the coach, are you talking as you didn't lose everything? You are the biggest loser here. You are the biggest loser here. I don't know why you are the big loser, but advice as you are didn't kill. The coach said, you will release from the prison, but your image will still a killer and a thief. But me save the weak human being from threat. This is a huge difference between me and you. The guy from Greece said, but my story different. I was so hungry. I was hungry to the maximum, and I don't have money for the house rent. The Greece man continued, I killed this guy not for money, but because he called the police. It is under afraid from police. The Irish said, "You could run before police coming. You are lying. You were looking to keep the money. You also will live as a thief and a killer." The British guy said, "I think I am the big loser. I am not a thief. I am a good farmer, good businessman. I changed all my bright life in a crazy moment." B. Push them to choose the new subconscious and change their behavior. New subconscious put human being in the center of the world instead of the material. Behavior win-win instead win-lose. The assistant number one said, the assistant of the coach, of the UN coach, "I want all of you understand my story as much as you can. One day in the past, someone killed my brother and stole his money. I was at that time in a working trouble. I spent a while there. When I returned to my city, I visited my brother home. I found the light was closed there. His kids were the richest kids in the city, but I found them just breathing without any life, without any life feelings. They have a billion of questions, but no one answering them. In the same time, the man who killed my brother is swimming in my brother's money, with his family, with his prostitutes. Only one bullet changed everything. What I want to tell you that every man you killed his family in the same time. And maybe they are thinking there is only one reason for the life, the revenge." Indirect message, many indirect message assistant sent to the prisoners. And this assistant number one story will cope with the later offer. The coach will said, "I will continue." At this point, the coach saw in all eyes the deep self-blaming and sadness feelings. They killed many families. They didn't kill one man, one person. This is a hidden message in the system number one speech. Once you killed one person, you killed him family. At this point, the coach saw in all eyes the deep self-blaming and sadness feelings. But he wanted to know, is this an innocent blaming which don't follow it by a real decision? So he continued in a new subject. So he said, the coach want to test these feelings. Is it real or false? Your speech inspired me and put me on front of myself. Also, your story made me feel so small. I am not a hero. What you made with your brother's son is so great. I have the same story. My closest friend of my father, he was so poor and don't have sons, but my father was so rich and I was the lonely son he has. The friend of my father killed my father and married my mother. Then he took all the money and I lived with him as he is my father. But once I became 18th, my age, 18th, the coach, 18th old, he told me, go to the life and build yourself. He didn't give me any pence, he didn't give me any pence from my father money. But I keep a very good relation with him. All of us need a money to start a new life after released from here. He tests them. The coach tests them feelings. Is it continued by a strong, rigid decision or not? What if you help me to kill this man? Then I will give you 10% from my father money, which is a lot of money. Also, it is very easy operation. I have keys of the house, no guards, no neighbors. We can finish everything over the night. The coach continued. I am like the sons of his brother, which lost my father and the good lifestyle. But the difference is the money returned to them very quick, but to me didn't. Then assistant number 1 said, I am out. But assistant number 2 said, I am in. The coach is looking to all eyes, waiting for decisions. After a while of silence, assistant number 2 asked the coach, how much the 10%? The coach answered, it is around 5 million sterling pound. The assistant number 2 said, okay, I am in. Who also in? After a few minutes of silence, the coach said, take your time and give me your decisions tomorrow. Over the night, assistant number 2 tried to convince all of the group to join the operation, while the assistant number 1 tried the opposite. Assistant number 2 talked about the volume of the share of everyone, but the assistant number 1 talked with them. They will be transferred to a professional killers, and they will not stop ever to kill against money. They will always consider the life of the human is the cheapest thing in the world. At the morning, when the coach asked them who is decided to join, then assistant number 2 said, all the group is in, except my friend. Then everyone in the group said on one voice, no, I am out. Decision. They took the right decision. Later the coach told them the truth about the program and that he is a psycho coach from the UN, and he promised them to help them to find a good jobs after release. Now I finished lab stage lab experiment which can make as a live TV show. We will continue public level and global level in the following episodes. Thank you. See you tomorrow.